Good morning. Happy Monday. It's Lila here, and I am ready to teach you how to feel better in your shoulders. I know there's a lot of people that have a lot of tension in the shoulders right here. So I'm here to share a way to relieve the tension, feel lighter, feel brighter. So I just want to ask you, well, first of all, thank you for being here. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. And I want to ask you if you have any challenges with your shoulders. If you, for example, a lot of people have challenges in their right shoulder because of their texting hand. The thumb is connected all the way up to the shoulder. And so the shoulder, the neck, the jaw will be really tight. So I'm going to teach you 3 steps today to support that. So I'm not going to talk about the hand so much. The hand's part of it, a big part of it. So if you, what I like to call the magic box, I don't have my cell phone here, but if you are always doing this and your shoulder's hurting, that's probably why. So if you need support, let me know and I'll send you a little video or we can have a chat. But in the meantime, I'm going to teach you today about your rib cage. Good morning, Essie. Hey, Stephen. Happy Monday. So your rib cage holds your heart, your physical heart. Your rib cage holds your lungs, your breath. And so when you breathe more, you get more energized. When you breathe more, you get more space around your heart. You bring more life to your physical heart. You bring more light to your life. I said light, but there's a Freudian slip. No, more light even to your life because you start to expand from the inside out. And it's this conscious expansion, conscious breath, like you're mindfully bringing your breath to a certain place and expanding. And I'm going to teach you 3 steps. Okay, it's so cool. So the benefits of this, first of all, I want to say, like, most people are just like having shoulder problems and they're trying to move the shoulders. It's not working for a lot of people, right? I would love to see somebody tell me what they are doing that relieves their shoulder pain, if you have anything, because it's rampant because of the lifestyles that we lead, the modern day lifestyle, which I'm here to teach you how to have different posture that opposes modern day lifestyle. Like, I'm here to teach you how to move for the future. I'm telling you, brothers and sisters, you're gonna see everybody around doing this at some point. I'm telling you, because people are miserable in their bodies over time. As they age, they think they have to get old and crickety, and you don't. You can actually learn a new way to walk, sit, and stand. And I'm just going to talk about the first step today, which is breathing the ribs wide. Okay. I have the Bowspring Body Coaching Program. I'm just so jazzed this morning because the people that are coming live to the videos and doing the practices and really implementing this shape and this expansive nature, mindful movement throughout all day, they're really expanding in life. Like, they're able to play with their grandkids, build snow forts, swim over a mile at the age of 78. Really feel more energy when they're working during the day. This is powerful stuff. So I'm so jazzed to be here. So, hey, Bev. Good morning, Gary. Happy Monday. I hope that this brings you some mindful expansion today. Your rib cage, basically, because humans have your eyeballs on the front of your face, right? Humans have your eyeballs on the front of your face. Our face. I'm a human too. So we think about the front of our body so much, we don't pay attention to the back. So as you're breathing, you're probably thinking about breathing in your ribs up front. But are you breathing into the sides of your ribs? Try it. So all of a sudden you get up-leveled in your consciousness, up-level in your mindfulness, because you're choosing a new place to send your breath besides just like the normal place that's like unconscious. Let's be honest. You're breathing like unbeknownst to you just on the front side. Not everybody, but most people we have found. And so the first step is breathe your ribs wide. And why does this have to do with your shoulders? Because your shoulders are hurting often because your rib cage isn't big enough. It's not expanded. It's compressed over time and the shoulders are weighed down. So instead of working the shoulders, you're going to lift from inside and underneath by first breathing your ribs wide like fish gills. So I'm going to go back. Hey, Lisa, breathe your ribs wide too. Yeah, good morning, babe. So here, notice that I like to call this place the place where the sun doesn't shine and doesn't really get much breath either. So let yourself breathe into these side ribs all the way from your waist up to your armpits. And you start to get this lateral expansion, like Bruce Lee, I like to say. So you start to get these like lateral, expansion. And then the second step, so first you breathe your ribs wide, and then you breathe your ribs back. So most people are closing off their back ribs. Good morning. Good to see you. So this is really important because if your shoulders are hurting, if your elbows are behind your ribs, your shoulders are together and stuck onto your rib cage. So let your elbows go in front of your ribs as much as possible. This is like, you're going to feel weird. You're going to feel like a zombie. You're going to feel like different. And you're going to catch yourself all day putting your elbows back, putting your elbows back, putting your elbows back. So just practice. Be compassionate. Be nice and easy on yourself. That's what this is about. First step, breathe your ribs wide. Second step, breathe your ribs back. So all of this space needs to get breath. So spend a little time breathing your ribs back like a turtle shell, almost, especially in the middle part here. And you'll notice you may not be able to at first. Some of you, if you haven't, thought about breathing into your back ribs ever, and you've been living for decades and decades and decades, like even for me, it takes me a few breaths to really get in there, especially, the low ribs down by your waist. And you'll notice my elbows are in front of my ribs. And the reason this is connected, has to do with your shoulders is because the more you have expansion down in here on the inside and up here, we call this the dark heart, the backside of the heart. The more you have that expanded and open, your shoulders just can float and be super light, and you won't feel way down. You start to feel springy, and that's what I'm here to serve, is to help people realize, like, you can be energetically quite lively, quite expansive. Okay, so first step wide, second step back with the ribs. It's a breathing exercise. It's very mindful. It brings you a whole nother level of awareness in your mind-body system, because you're not just breathing, you're choosing a directionality to breathe, right? Totally different. And then the step 3 is your whole rib cage, breathe it up. Keep your hips down. Your whole rib cage, breathe it up like a hot air balloon away from the earth, okay? So the first step is wide ribs, and the second step is back, and the third step is up. And what you're doing is okay, here's the magic. You ready? This is what it's called. Write this down. It might be hard to spell. Circumferential expansion of the rib cage. That's the magic. If you literally never saw me again, this would be the thing that I would hope to bring to you in the world. It's called radiant heart breathing. You're choosing to go to the inside space, bringing your mind to your body, whole new level, opening up your spirit, your breath, inspiration, mind, body, spirit. It's a total mind, body, spirit practice. If you choose to do it, you will experience something different in your life. You'll experience, I can't promise you anything, right? A little sub note, but here's what other people experience. Self-love. The reason I'm here is because I left my career as a professor. Hello. Hey, Johanna. Good morning, Bev. Oh, so good to see you. Hey, Angela. Yeah, I left my career at the university because for the first time in my life, I felt love for myself. Okay. The shoulders being weighed down is partly because you feel like the weight of the world on you, right? That's what I did, at least. And so when you start to open up your heart space, you breathe, connect within the, spirit, and bring the mind to the body instead of the thoughts, it's a whole nother level of living. I'm serious. Like radiant heart breathing, if you only learn one thing from me, it would be this. I'm so jazzed, can you tell? But literally, this is what brought me to Denver, Colorado. This is what brought me to the Bowspring. This is what brought me to a new career. This is what has up-leveled me to a whole nother level in my life and my relationships, everything, my body. I feel healthier than I did in high school, like ever probably, because my mind is straight. My heart is expansive, and all the physical things around, start to just fall into place. So I want that for you guys. And it's, the sense of the shoulders being weighed down, it's because of the ribs often, the heart not being as expansive as it could be. So practice. Step 1, wide ribs from the waist to the armpits, all of this, the whole thing, wide. Step 2, back, whole back ribs open, breathe into them. Step 3, lift the whole thing up, away from the earth. And as you walk through the day, keep that expansion, wide, back, and up all day long. When you get kind of irritated, annoyed, ashamed, worried, fearful, sad, any of those compressive feelings, how do you combat that? Well, it's hard sometimes. Why don't you use your physical form, your breath? That's what I'm going to offer you today, is get yourself a new tool when you get in that space. If something doesn't feel good, you're thinking about something that doesn't feel good. Breathe into your heart, wide, back, up. And notice if you close your eyes, you'll have more of a light inside. You can feel every cell of your body is vibrating, right? Every single cell. And so allow yourself to go inside and be with that vibration. Expand it, work with it, and move through life in a whole new way. And I'm telling you, brothers and sisters, if everybody talks about being heart-centered, how you doing it? Huh? Heart is here. Most people are living here still. It's here. So try the breath. Expand your ribs. Circumferential expansion of the heart space. That's what this is. Radiant heart breathing, it's called. And I'm telling you, I got some hearts here from somebody. What was it? Radiant heart breathing? Yes, Essie, radiant heart breathing. Because the idea is this. There's a, namaste really means, the light within me, the radiance within me. The idea is your physical form is not who you are. This radiant heart breathing is your willpower. It's your choice. It's like the true you saying, I'm going to choose a new way today. I'm not going to live from my head. I'm going to live from here. What would it be like to walk from your ribs instead of your head? Huh? Totally different. And I'm telling you, like, if you do the physical exercise, the breathing, the walking, the way I teach in the Bowspring Body Coaching Program, like the 10 areas of your body, if you do it in a way, because it's meant to be expansive, it's meant to combat the tendency of the things that have brought you down. Radiant heart, radiance of your inside. Just like in Namaste, the light within me, the radiance within you chooses to be expansive from the inside. And these are physical exercises because we're in the physical form. We're on earth, right? So I'm here to say, like, there's a lot of people who talk about having good posture. They don't teach you how. There's a lot of people who say how, just take a breath. They don't teach you how. I'm ready to up level. I'm like a super curious cat. So when I get into something and learn it, I want to take it even deeper for people. And I want to bring it to people in a way that like makes sense. Because the Bowspring, radiant heart breathing, it's like kind of foreign, right? Like you're not going to feel good at it at first. I know I've got somebody on here, one of the gals on here, she's one of my clients. And, I would say, I'm just going to say in general, there's like this journey where you want something, you get it, then you don't want that, you want something else, and then you get that, and you want something else, and all of a sudden you realize like, oh my gosh, I'm creating drama for myself. And then you start to rest into this place of knowingness and fluidity because you're in your body so much. And what people say is this, they're like, my body calls for it. It's natural. It's primal. It's your heart is meant to be expansive and open. This human mind thing that's like the judgment about the past, the judgment about the thing that no longer exists. We're right here, right now, right? This is where the love is. All of that this is like our job here, right? Our consciousness has risen so much that like our physical form hasn't caught up and our heart stays closed. So I'm saying, like, what if we were to like expand our soul, even like make our shoulders feel better at the same time by simply starting in the heart? You know, raise your vibration by choosing this mind-body connection. Yeah, hey Maria, good to see you. Yeah, you're welcome, Essie. So radiant heart breathing. And I'm going to share with you, you know, I've talked about kind of this like spiritual part, I've talked about physical part. I've done cadaver labs. I'm fascinated by the human form, and I'm fascinated by the heart. And I'll share a little story about that later. But what I've learned from the gentleman who hosted the cadaver lab, but like he's very like scientist, you know, knew everything, beautiful experience, intense, you know, was he said people with an enlarged heart often have an enlarged heart that because their rib cage on the back is pushing into their physical heart. How about that? And then their heart has to get stronger on that side so it gets enlarged, because it's like pushing against the ribs, like, ah. So I'm going to offer you this idea, like open up the back of your heart, breathe into that space. It's going to take, you know, time. You've been for decades breathing not that way. So what I like to do is in the morning before I even get out of bed, like when my eyes start to blink open, is, you know, just breathe into the ribs wide and back. And you'll notice like it's going to open you up. You haven't done it before and you've compressed over time. So expand from the inside. You might be working out and it's like, oh, my shoulders still hurt, right? Like use this rib cage floaty idea, like they're hot air balloon on the inside. Use the fire, the light within to expand and see what happens. And share with me and share with your friends too. And if it supports them, you know, if you know anybody with shoulder issues, let me know, or let them know that, you know, there are solutions out there. One more piece here is, you know, I'm going to hop off here, is that your head is like a bowling ball. So if it's always forward and down in your cell phone or in your computer or a book or something, it's going to pull on your shoulders. So to oppose that, spend a little time with your throat open, like even put your head back like on the floor, on a chair or something. And then let this part just kind of open. Because the head is kind of way down your shoulders, and over time it's just going to hurt on your spine, and it's going to out the nerves from your spine into your shoulders. So you want to honor your body, honor the temple that your soul resides in by giving it more breath into the center, 3 steps wide, back, then up. Super simple, but I'm telling you, it's life-changing. It has literally changed my life. Hey, Carrie. Beautiful pose in your picture there. I see that. I hope you all have a wonderful week. Consider spending this week. I was thinking about February being Valentine's Day and so heart-centered, and I think I'm going to just talk a lot more about the heart and love and all that kind of juicy stuff next month. And what I would say is that one of the things that I do for people, and one of the things that I think we all need somebody to help do for us sometimes, is help us see our own value, help you see your own value, whether it be in your career, your relationships, your life, all of that. That's what I recognize. It's like I needed help with that. And so I help people with that. We often teach what we most need. And so there's this sense this year, I really feel this up-leveling of a lot of people out there. And some of you are doing it, some of you want to do it, and some of you aren't. Whatever. Like we're all in different spaces, but I really feel like some people are like feeling really, really expansive this year. You're like ready. You're ready for something different, something bigger. You realize you're worth more, right? And so honor that. And I see you. I feel you. And just continue knowing that you can believe in yourself. If you believe, you receive. Notice the doubt. Get into radiant heart and breathe. Get out of your head. Get into your body, brothers and sisters. Use your breath. It is your best friend and is your way to connect to the energy that is really supporting you. You're not going to fall off the planet. Remember, you're here for a reason. So just know that. Keep going towards your vision. If you need help with the vision, let me know. Because your vision will keep you going in life, right? Your vision is really in your heart. So the more you get into your heart, the more you breathe, the more even your mind will start to, it'll just start to rise. You'll start to have these like, whew, beautiful thoughts about, you're like, oh my gosh, I forgot. I'll tell you what happened to me. I forgot I wanted to go to Australia. I just like lost that dream because my heart got so like calloused and hard and scared. And when I started doing radiant heart breathing in the bowspring, I had all these dreams come alive from my childhood. And here I am feeling that, they are coming alive daily. And I want that for you too, So if you feel like you lost your dreams, start with radiant heart breathing. It's really, really powerful. All right. I love you. And you guys, if you guys want to know more about the bowspring too, reach out. I got all sorts of info. I've been getting a whole bunch of people reaching out like, what is this bowspring thing? So it's super fun because now I have something to offer you guys that's that really explains it. I got slides, I got videos. I have a lot of stuff that's really like breaking it down to explain it because it's not the easiest thing to explain. But what I'd say, it's next level posture, next level mindful movement. It's really a way to keep you heart-centered in a physical form, heart-centered and more vitality over time. And I'm really passionate about it. And so I'm just going to continue to bring it to you. I hope that it's valuable. If you have any questions, reach out. This shoulder video actually came from several people over time who said they were having shoulder challenges. And I understand because I work on the computer and get into that cell phone social media mode a lot because I just love Facebook. And my neck will tend to hurt. So I'm like, oh, I'll notice it and get back into radiant heart breathing. And you always resist the ribs up away from the earth, wide and back, up away from the earth. Okay? I love you guys. Hey, Karina, good to see you. Angela says, I'm an Enneagram 3. It's all about value. Ooh, I am an Enneagram 2. Which means I'm a helper. That's why I'm always here on this, sharing videos, teaching, coaching, stepping up. First one, I'll volunteer. I'm a helper. So I'm just going to share. Hola, Lila. Hola, Karina. Good to see you. Man, I'm going to come to Spain. I'm going to come somewhere and learn Spanish. I'm going to get it in me. I tell you, that's on the bucket list. Putting it down, writing it down. I think it's actually already written down. My younger brother's pretty fluent, which is really cool. He posts a bunch of stuff on social media in Spanish, and I was like, what's he saying? So what I want to add a little value here because of what Angela said. She says, I'm an Enneagram 3. It's all about value. And Enneagram, I'm in a program right now learning about Enneagram, and so I want to add value to my coaching, to my clients, because we're not all the same. I think that's the message. Enneagram is a view of people and how they work in the world. What they see is what is their tendency and what is their work to get towards, more joy and happiness and freedom and all of that. Enneagram. So Google it. And I'm an Enneagram 2, for example. So I love to help people. So what my work is don't sacrifice myself. Like, it's very important. And I'm going to share this because there are more women Enneagram 2s than men Enneagram 2s. And there's more men Enneagram 8s. You can look that up, but that is. Than there are women. So Enneagram 2, they're helpers, people who like to help people. And the tendency is sacrifice self. And I used to do that. And it's very evident. I still, I play with that and that line. And because I love to serve the world, I'm here to I got a global vision. I want to help the planet, and talk about the shoulders. When you want to help the planet, I've been doing environmental policy. I've been doing all this, work in my lifetime to try to make, just help people. Just leave it at that. The weight of the world I started to feel it in my shoulders. So it's very important to go to internal heart, expand. And one of the things Enneagram 2s do, they, self-sacrifice. So radiant heart breathing is like a practice of going to yourself. No matter what's going on outside, going to yourself. Playing with the breath, feeling really good and yummy in your own body so much so that nothing bothers you. Right? You don't have this weight on your shoulders anymore. You got this bounce in your step, more like it. So Enneagram 3 is all about value. Yeah. So you may not value yourself. You're like, oh, you work twice as hard and get paid half as much. Right? You got 3 hats you wear, 10 hats you wear. Right? And you're like, I'm okay. I don't value it. It's okay. I'm a nice person. You're valuable. Own it. I'm here to help you do that too. Seriously. Yeah, that's part of my work. I think that's part of a lot of women's work, and we're stepping into it more and more because we can connect and we can see each other like, oh my God, you're amazing. You're like, I am amazing. You are amazing. Wow. Okay. I see it now. Right? That's, all this vision boarding. I just looked down all this vision boarding. It's the same thing. We forget our value. I'm going to show you mine here. We forget our value. So we got to put, this is serious. Like, this is where humans are. Let's just get real. We do not see our value so much. We got to put pictures up. We're like, I think I deserve this. Right? It's okay. I'm doing it because I'm like, I got to work on my own. But I'm laughing about it because that's where we are in time, space, reality right now in this earthly existence. Is that like our shoulders are hurting because we feel the weight of the world, because our hearts are compressed. We got to put it on the wall. Like, this is what I want. I want to awaken dreamers. Are you a dreamer? Awakening dreamers. So anyways, I love this morning conversation. I'm really grateful to have y'all as friends. And thanks so much for if you want to know what I would say, Angela, if you have an Enneagram test that you love, would you share it? And if not, I'm going to put one in the comments because I think it'd be super fun. And everybody loves personality tests. And so go on. And if you have some questions about like how, I can support you in the Enneagram, I'm trained as a coach in that. So it's really fun. I can give you some little insights, just some pointers, like one little thing to work on even would be fantastic. Once you know this system, you're like, it's like the thing that's like deep inside of you. It's the thing. So I'm going to put a test on there. So you can go in and be like, oh, am I an Enneagram 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9? There's 9. What it is the Enneagram is based upon like, what is it that drives you that's like so deep that it's like, if that doesn't happen, you feel like you're going to die. Right, Angela? I'll check out the Enneagram site. I love understanding the differences in people. Girl, this is mind-blowing, spirit-blowing, let's just say. It's like, it's that like high level, like, no, low level, deep level, I don't know, cosmic level. Once I opened it up, I cried on my, I still cry. I think I cried the last call I had on. Because it's deep. And I like to play deep. Not everybody wants to, and I totally honor wherever you are. But if you want to go deeper, 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 I'm your girl to work with. Or Enneagram test, or, just breathe into your radiant heart. 3 steps, wide, back, and up. That's deep, heart space. I love you guys. Happy Monday. I got to hop off here and go like an Enneagram 2 would, helping people. Go help some people. Namaste. My heart is radiant right now and honors the radiance of your beautiful heart. Namaste. Blessings.